Gather round, everyone, and hear again the tale of Drakfu.
What? Wait, did I hear that right? Are we back? Can I come back now?
Yes, you can, Drakfu. Yay! Welcome back, everybody, to the Tale of Drakfu, our Let's Play of World of Warcraft. Last time, we left off in the middle of Legion questing, and we're back because I finally got my reviews done, I finally got everything out, and we are back to regular active schedule, starting with the Tale of Drakfu. So, my buddy Drakfu has been waiting here quite a while, but that's okay. So, we will resume our questing in Stormheim, but first we have the obvious order hall business to take care of, and yeah, it's been actually a couple of months, guys. How have you all been? I know I've seen a few of you guys for the reviews, but some of you guys were just like, well, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for Tale of Drakfu, kind of like Drakfu here, and yeah, it's not like I don't understand that, but in order to get the reviews done as quickly as I did, well, yeah, I needed to be able to devote them full time. So, let's go ahead and get our business done so that we can resume our questing in Legion. And not too soon either, because we've got a couple of months before Battle for Azeroth finally comes out. So, you guys can look forward to that. It's actually April as of this recording. So, at that point, yeah, there you go. Hello, future people. Okay, I know that we've got some missions to take care of, so let's hit the mission table first. Okay, completed missions. Tracking the Tidescorn Storm Drakes. All right. Oh, did we break the game already? There you go. Many missions. So this is completing 10 class hall missions, and what do we get? Storm Drake Scale, which does give us artifact power, so that's awesome. Time of Peril. Boom. All right. It looks like we got the Monkey King leveling up. I think also Taran Zoo happened there too. And we got some bonus gold for that as well. Okay, so first of all, before we set people out on other missions, need to double check. My Tiger Initiates are gone, so I can't really utilize them. Let's go ahead and get them going, though, because unlike my Ox Initiates, I don't have an item that gives me extra Ox Initiates for a while. Boom. And I got a brand spanking new trait with the Fist of the Heavens, so that's awesome. Let's go ahead and turn that in. Maybe even we'll just use up all the remaining artifact power we got before we get started. Okay, let me just double check here. Is there anything else? Yep, just one other thing. Brief History of the Ages. Yay, so we're already about halfway there again.
Of light in the darkness.
Turtlehead. Okay, I was working on Power of 1,000 Cranes, or actually, maybe that's coming from a trait. I don't actually remember what I was doing, so let's bring this all back up so that I can make sure we spend our traits wisely. Because, guys, that is a thing. I know that some people got mad at me for that, but it is a thing. You want to make sure that you spend your traits wisely and put your power where it needs to be. Jeez. And I have to load this up on my phone because, yep, I am not prepared. It's almost like I'm rusty on this one, and we haven't done this in a while. Here we go, World of Warcraft. And classes, and I need my Windwalker Monk. Because I am Windwalker. Boom. Let's see. Artifact traits and relics. There we go. Yep, I'm looking this up on... By the way, people actually were asking me where I'm getting the resource from. I am getting it from Icy Veins. Really do appreciate those guys. Okay, actually, yeah, it is. This is coming from a relic. So we got Rising Winds, and we filled out Dark Skies. So we're going to do Death Art, which is reduce the remaining cooldown on Touch of Death by 10% if the target dies while under the effects of Touch of Death, or from Touch of Death. Wait, or from Touch of Death. Okay, so if he dies before Touch of Death expires, or he dies because of Touch of Death. Cool, so we have that, and we have our 3 out of 5 Tracking the Tidescorn missions done. But I have a feeling we're going to get another one. So let's go ahead and get that going, and then we will head back over to Stormheim. And we only have like 4 chapters left in Stormheim to do, so this isn't going to take too long. Let's see, we have bonus experience. Oh, we have tracking. So tracking the tide scorn is going to be our priority. So let's see, tracking the tide scorn, restless. Is it restless dead? Yeah. We made a camp near a field of graves, but at night apparitions rose and attacked. Okay, it looks like we can send out Chen.
Is this wicked famine? 'Cause heads I be slamming.
And the Monkey King can be sent out, so we'll go ahead and send out all of them. And there you go. So that'll take roughly an hour. We have 2 XP, we have artifact power, and we have follower experience. I'm going to go the route, well, I actually kind of don't have a choice because I don't have enough team members to be able to do multiple missions just yet, unless things work out. We're going to go ahead and do 2 arms. On the rocky northern coast of Stormheim, a sea giant has been causing havoc for all ships in the area. We need that coast cleared. So we're going to send out
Don't
Lily
worry, I've got your back.
Strike
and
hard,
Taran.
strike fast.
And another Ox Initiate, so 120%. Yay, we got all that done. And now it's time for us to go back out into the world. So we're going to do a quick Magicka while we fly back out to Stormheim. Okay, we are back in Stormheim. So this is technically where we left things off. Now, this isn't necessarily a story quest. This is one of those things where I'm trying to show off as many of the side quests as I also can. So this is actually where we left off before we headed over to Valdestal to work things out with Javi. We did have some quests to get some Dragrot tablets and some Broke-Tooth ruby armlets. And you basically get them from this remote area, I believe. Yes. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, okay. I believe it's on the ships is where you have to go and get them. So all you got to do is go over to this hanging rope and boom. That jumps us up onto the boat. Now we can grab our Dragrot tablets, and we need Broke-Tooth's ruby amulet. So here we go. Here's... is that Broke-Tooth? Okay, good. It's not Broke-Tooth. Oh, but we do have another quest out there, so we'll take care of that in a second. Where would Broke-Tooth be? Oh, he's on one of the other boats. How appropriate. So, while on our way, we might as well just go ahead and grab this crate of ancient relics and see what the heck it is. Here we go. The value of knowledge. This crate is filled with relics from the nearby ruins. The pirates have discarded them, likely thinking they're of little value. The Explorers League would probably appreciate it if you retrieve these relics for them to study. Okay, so we need to get 7 crates, and we'll take care of that as we go along. Okay, there we go. Just grab onto these. You can technically use your grappling hook too, so that does work. Boom. So that's another tablet. I think I have to go below. Maybe I have to go above? It's possible. One of the two. It's in here though, because we did get a dot. Yep, Captain Broke-Tooth. Oh, he's just up at the top of the ship. Let's just go ahead and follow our map. Here we go. So once again, happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Has had a good couple of months because, like I said, I do know there were a few people that did not join me for the top 10s or whatnot. They were interested in just the WoW content, and so welcome back to you guys. It's been a while since I've been able to see you. Oh, shark. Hey, Jaws. I didn't say you could come over and try and eat me. It's not cool, man. It's a fury. Hey, there we go. Okay, now we got these guys taken care of. Okay, so we have the blood amulet. We do need one more tablet. That should be easy enough to get. But we need these crates, too. There we go. Let's just go ahead and get onto one of the other ships. Grappling hook. Oh, dang it. Stupid shark! while we're making our way through the questing, there actually has been a number of questions that some of you guys have actually sent out, mostly regarding Battle for Azeroth, because again, it's been a couple of months since I've been able to do the Tale of Drakfu. That's just the way things went. So, I guess first of all, I'm going to go ahead and tackle what are my thoughts on Battle for Azeroth so far, because some people have seen my opinion as of BlizzCon 2017. I almost said 2018, but no, that's this year. BlizzCon 2017, where I was not the biggest fan. I didn't like the PvP aspect. I have since seen a lot of stuff that has made me think that this isn't necessarily a Alliance vs. Horde expansion as much as it is an actual Old God expansion. I think that there will be Alliance vs. Horde elements, but the Alliance vs. Horde elements seeks to serve the Old Gods, ultimately. So, yeah, that's going to be a thing that we have to deal with. And I'm not against it. I've since pre-ordered Battle for Azeroth. I'm interested in the story that's being told throughout Kul Tiras and Zandalar, while not spoiling myself too bad. I want to be able to go through it fresh when the game releases. And the allied races did catch my attention, so I probably was going to pre-order just to play on some brand spanking new races. So, I'm happy. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy about it. Let's go ahead and turn these quests in, though. The Mystery of the Dragrot. So this is, again, supposed to be Sir Finley Murgleton from Hearthstone of the Explorers League. How goes the hunt for knowledge? And I'm going to try and do my best voice of him. Excellent. Lucky I brought a copy of the Vrykul cipher that the League procured from Northrend. I'll get to work on this straightforth. Let us hope the dialects are not too dissimilar. Yes, that would be a good idea. Stone of Blood. We will need the amulet's protection to proceed. Yes, you've got it. You have the amulet. Most excellent. Of course, that probably won't help you with the pirates that are already mad as hatters, but small victories, eh, chap? Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that. What the Bone Speaker's buried. Most fascinating. It would appear that we're dealing with our very own Vrykul vampire. All we have encountered have been a blood elven scent, but it has long been theorized that the Vrykul have suffered the curse as well. It's too bad he's awake. I would dearly like a subject to study. Oh well, guess there's nothing to it. Take this stake and put it through the old chap's heart. I'm pretty sure that should do the trick. Okay, so we have that. True value of knowledge. What's this? So here's your ancient relics. Well, that was most noble of you, good chap, to save these ancient relics from a waterlogged fate. I will be sure that the Explorers League puts these to good use. And we also have Spilling Bad Blood. Ending the evil of the Blood Prince will be a boon to this land, but we can't just allow these crazed corsairs to run amok. I'm afraid there is no choice but to put them to the sword. Carry out this noble deed, my good fellow, and we will celebrate with a nice warm lager. Alright, so we need to kill off some blood-crazed swashbucklers, as well as take care of Bloodthane Lucard. Gee, I wonder if that's supposed to be a reference to one Alucard. Screw you, buddy. Oh. Okay, so that's 2 of the 8. And I believe Lucard is actually up in this temple area, so we'll just take care of him now. Yay, boom. So yeah, I'm gonna get Battle for Azeroth. I think that was pretty much a given at some point. I just wasn't sure if I was gonna get it right off the bat, if I was just gonna take a well-deserved break, if I was just gonna go work on Legion content. You know, Legion content that I was never able to do. But I've since changed my mind on the matter. I pre-ordered Battle for Azeroth and am at least a little bit more excited than I once was. Okay, so this is Bloodthane Lucard. Can't remember if... No, this is just for show. Okay. So let's go ahead and take care of our dear Bloodthane. He's a full-on vampire.
Oh no, he's mad at us now. Fool, did you really think a piece of wood would stop me?
Not really.
You will bleed. Gee, that was what I was actually gonna say to you. Face of Fury!
Oh yeah, that's right. He'll occasionally feed on you with lingering hunger. Okay. Oh, I need to...
You need something?
Oh no. I need to kill him quick. There we go. Otherwise it spawns an ad. Okay. It's been a while since I've done this quest, so... I knew that there was something involving a bite. Boom. There you go. We've taken care of him. Now we just need to take care of his blood-crazed swashbucklers. And we should be good. I think that actually wraps up the quest line with Finley Mergleton, so we can then head over to Valdestal to continue the Stormheim quest line. Okay, so 3 more. And like with the, how's my overall outlook changed on Battle for Azeroth, which it has. Other people were still asking, like, do you still have things that you're legitimately disappointed about? And yeah, I do. It's a little bit of a nitpick at this point, but I have said it on a couple of other vlogs that I've done. Which is, look, I'm a druid through and through. I love the druid class, and I'm always happy to be able to see what they do for the druids, especially in in Legion, where we got a bunch of brand spanking new cat and bear forms. But in this one, so we got the allied races introduced. And one of the things I've really loved about the druid class is the balance that's ever gone along with them. So what I mean by that is, way back in vanilla, there were 2 races that could be druids. 1 alliance, 1 horde. So it was probably just as rare as paladins and shamans were for alliance and horde. I mean, granted, they were racially specific, but there was still an imbalance there because you had 3 horde races that could be shaman, and you had 2 alliance races that could be paladins. So with druids, it was really cool that they maintained that. Even in Cataclysm, you had just 2 additional races added. You had the brand spanking new Worgen for the Alliance, and the Trolls got redone to be able to have druids as well. So you still had 2 races per faction that could pick the druid class, and I was happy with that. Now we're kind of imbalanced, and that's becoming an issue to me. Let's go ahead and turn the quest in, and I'll explain that. What the Bone Speaker is buried? Oh, the stake didn't work, you say? My apologies. I must have had my immortal evil undead mixed up. You're all in one piece, though, and evil has seen its end. Hopefully, at least. Vampire can die, can't they? Oh, that's a good question. So we have a neck, and we have a chest. Currently, my chest is better than that, so I'm going to go with the neck. And nope, it did not upgrade. So spilling bad blood. Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say. Those louts were ne'er-do-wells before they went crazy. Just imagine what they would have done if we let them run rampant. Cheers to your bravery, sir. Yay, and that's all the quests that you can do for Sir Finley Mergleton. Good to see you there, buddy. Let me go ahead and equip this amulet. Yes, it is an improvement, item level-wise. Not sure about the bonus stats, but I believe it is. So, now that we've taken care of that, we're going to need to backtrack all the way over to the Vrykul settlement of Valdestal. And that's going to be a bit more of an issue than I thought it was. Oh, no, never mind. I knew there was a way back up. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the way back up. And so what I was saying about the druids is I love the fact that they've maintained that balance, and unfortunately that balance is no longer maintained. Obviously, we have it imbalanced right now because Highmount and Tauren are unlockable, and they can be druids, and they get their own specific forms, and, you know, a lot of people might scream out, no, they're not too specific. Well, they have moose horns. That's specific. That's stuff done for them, and their travel form is specific because they get a moose travel form, whereas I have basically just a regular run-of-the-mill stag. So they get that unique one, and that's a little frustrating. And some people are saying, okay, well, that's fine, but that's going to get fixed in Battle for Azeroth. Actually, no, it's not. The way that things are going right now of the allied races that we are aware of, the imbalance is going to be maintained because, sure, the rumor is that we're going to be getting Kultiran human druids, which would be cool. Human druids for the first time with their own unique forms, which I did see the leaked Kultiran bear form, and that looked really good. I really like that, but Zandalari trolls are also getting druid, and therefore the balance is off once again. So my question to Blizzard obviously is, what other alliance race is going to get druid? That's a hard thing to answer, because the bottom line is I've seen a lot of people make the argument of, oh, well, we just want to shoehorn in the fact that Void Elves and Dark Iron Dwarves can be druids. not even think about the forms. All you have to do is just slap fire on it, and then it works. No, not really. That's why I don't like that. That's why I want the lore to fit. And so I'd really like to see, like, what's the next alliance race that's going to get Druid, and how's that going to fit into the overall lore? We are here at Valdestal, so let's go ahead and talk to Javi. I'm going to try and do Jim Cummings, but I'm probably going to suck.
Is ancient.
Ah, the hero of the hour. We must waste no time. Our business at hand is most important if you wish to succeed in your trials.
Okay. Speaking of bones,
The trial of valor will be your next test, and test you it will. But only a fool's flight on an empty stomach. Are you a fool outsider? No, lend these old bones a hand and butcher the moose for our meal. I will spin you a tale of rocks, trees, and spirits.
Seek your fate in Hauswald. The bone speakers keep the dead. They will not help you. Their ways are twisted. They have forgotten the old vows. But there is one who remembers. One who is rooted in the old ways. Seek Vidar. Earn your judgment and pass the trial of valor.
okay, we need to seek out a person by the name of Vidar. So, probably a man.
Here at last.
A fine cut, I must say. Yes, you do well against the bone speakers, I think.
All right, so to Hauswald.
Your next steps are clear. Your feet know the way. Follow them to Hauswald and meet your fate. It is the tree you seek, the heart of the mystic Runewood. He will offer guidance and probably leaves.
Oh, Vidar is actually, yeah,
See you
okay, my
again
bad.
soon.
Can't ever remember this character's actual appearance, but it's really cool, and I'm happy that we get to show this off to you guys. So we need to meet with Vidar in the Runewood. And this is actually something that got spoiled from the Legion trailer. I'll spoil it. It's a tree. It's a talking tree. And oh my gosh, I love this. I love this little subquest just because when you eventually unlock World Quest, you can get ones from him, and his lines are still pretty good. But yeah, back to the Druid stuff. That's really my issue. Is I want to get another race that can do the Druid class. I'm very happy right now with the allied races that have come out so far, and there's actually Vidar.
Dying roots,
So cool.
twisted leaves, the rune stones.
Okay. Hauswald.
Bound, twisted, the bone speakers.
Contemplate.
Turn the keys.
My roots wither, my branches die. The bone speakers, they seek to silence the runewood. The rune stones are the key. Turn the stones, release my bones.
Okay, so we need to activate the rune stones. Oh, do you have another one? Cool. Let's go ahead and grab that one as well. But they are not familiar.
Stranger, you must help. The Runewood's revenge. The bone speakers, they are corrupt, hungry for power. Cut them from my woods.
So we need to kill 8 rune axes and 8 carvers. So let's go ahead and get those done. And as of right now, like, just to give kind of a viewpoint of where we're sitting, the confirmed allied races that we have that are in the game are Lightforged Draenei, Void Elves, Nightborn, and High Mountain Tauren. So stuff you guys already knew. The ones that are confirmed for battle for Azeroth is where it gets interesting, because the Alliance are going to be getting the Dark Iron Dwarves. And we also have confirmed that Zandalari Trolls from BlizzCon is another confirmed race. So basically trolls that stand upright, look a little bit more muscly kind of thing. And then we also got confirmed through the alpha that they are looking to develop models for Magar Orcs. And some people have actually gotten a little confused by this. Magar is, I believe, Orcish for Uncorrupted. I'm glad that Ian Hasakustis put that out in one of the developer diaries.
Call to me.
So yeah, it stands for Uncorrupted, I believe, in Orcish. And what it's basically meaning is orcs from alternate Draenor. Because I believe they've also confirmed that the starting zone for it would be in Gorgrond, which was cool. So at that point, you get Magyar orcs. The only thing that I didn't agree with is there was a rumor for a while there that Magyar orcs were going to be an alliance race. I'm like, hell no, they won't. Of course they're going to go to the Horde. It's orcs that stand upright. And what helped that rumor, and I don't think helped Blizzard's case, was that they added the barbershop feature to be able to allow your orc to stand upright. Which, dumb. You should have done that years ago if you were going to do it. Just speaking my mind. That announcement bothered me on a number of levels. Just because, oh, well, if you were going to do that, maybe you should have done that, you know, when Warlords of Draenor was a thing. Because so many people love those new models, and you went to the trouble. You might as well have just given us the option to have our orcs stand upright. But I do like the idea of Magyar orcs being brought in. I just didn't think they were going to be an alliance race. The other one was Kultiran humans, which does make sense. If we're going to get Zandalari trolls, and Zandalar is where the Horde are going to spend a majority of their time, then it does make sense for Kultiran humans to become available for the Alliance. And basically what that means to a lot of people is it's new human models. I hate to use this as an example because I know that there are other examples, but basically fat humans. You can have a fat human design, which is fine. There are other designs too, but that's the one that I can give that's a little bit more prominent because all the muscly designs kind of look the same as the modified ones from Warlords of Draenor for human males. Human females, not so much. I like the fact that there are a bunch of new options for females that makes them a little bit more grisly looking. In fact, I think one of the other ones that Kultiran humans get is that they can, like, you can actually have kind of, not warped, but like damaged eyes. That's pretty cool looking. And and again, if they get Druid, that would be amazing because the leaked bear form looked really, really good. So much so that I actually was tempted to make like a little sub-druid and make it a Kultiran human just so I could get those models. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of this Carver. And what's the other ones that were confirmed? Is that all the ones that were confirmed? I think so. I think Kultiran human was the last one that was being talked about. But we actually did confirm that Dark Iron and Zandalari will not be available until after Battle for Azeroth launches. So they didn't necessarily say if it was going to be like a quest line that you had to do within Battle for Azeroth. We're not sure, but we know that they are not going to be available until after the expansion hits. I'm going to take this guy down really quick because he's a rare. There we go. And actually, we are in the modified world right now because if you're starting a brand new character, as of right now, you can go into the modified world, which I've made my thoughts on it. It's really cool. You can kind of choose how you want to level your character. If you really miss Burning Crusade content, you could go and do it, and it's fine. Or if you want to go do Cataclysm content instead of Miss a Pandaria because you hate pandas that much, you can do it. And I like the fact that they added that in. Especially with the new allied races, because I've been seeing a lot of friends going back and just, I want to have this, and I also want to have the heritage armor that comes with it. So yes, I'm going to put myself through the extra mile and get, my Nightborn, or in the Alliance's case, a lot of Void Elves. I seriously have not seen as many Lightforged Draenei as I have Void Elves, so I think a lot of people like that idea. And I know a lot of friends who wanted a Blood Elf or a High Elf-esque design for the Alliance. So this is the closest that you're going to get. I think that's fine. I want one myself. I've been tempted to either race change one of my classes on the Alliance side to a Void Elf, or the other thing that I've thought about is just leveling that class again and just having some fun with it. It's not like I haven't done that before. And in case you missed my announcement, so people have already been asking with the Battle for Azeroth Alpha out, what is my intention with it? What footage am I going to cover? Like with Legion, I'm not going to be covering Kultiris or Zandalar. I'm not going to cover, like, the actual continent. I don't want to spoil that for myself. But I have said in a previous video that I will be covering the allied races. So I've since unlocked them, and I'm just going to go through their quest lines to explain why you can play them now, and then also start one up, and you guys can see it very soon. I haven't started that up just yet, but it's on the agenda. And I intend on doing that for Dark Iron Dwarves and Magar Orcs and Zandalar Trolls as soon as they become available. That's the issue, is that right now I think the focus of the testing has been towards Kultiris and Zandalar, and I'm not interested in testing that. And as soon as they get the starting zones available, I will take that up. I know that Blizzard's probably going to be disappointed in me because they just barely handed me an alpha key, but this is what I'm interested in doing. Kind of like the artifacts and the order halls were in Legion, how I limited it to just that. And a lot of people didn't actually realize, yeah, I did limit it. Because I did get something a little bit later going, why didn't you cover Azuna? That would have been really cool to cover. I didn't cover it because I didn't want to spoil it. And I knew that in the beta, there were some things that had already been spoiled in there, and then there were some storyline details that hadn't been put in or leaked out. So it's like, I don't want to really spoil that for myself, but I have no problem spoiling artifacts and order halls and the Broken Shore experience, because everybody's going to do that. So that was kind of my choice, and that choice is carrying through to Battle for Azeroth. I am not going to be covering Kultiris or Zandalar. But the allied races, I think, will provide more than enough content. So I'm actually excited about that. I'm excited to go through the Nightborn and see what that changes for their storyline. Which will be cool, because we're doing the Tale of Drakfu. You guys will be able to see that storyline. And this is actually another question that I have gotten, is how far in Legion do you plan to go? We're going to go all the way through to Suramar, so you guys are going to see the end game of Battle for Azeroth as it launched as an expansion. And then we will bounce into Battle for Azeroth, so you guys will see that.
Free. I can almost feel my leaves.
Can you? Okay, well, good. Good on you, man. There we go. So yeah, we're going to go all the way through Suramar, and then we'll stop at the Insurrection storyline. That will be something that is actually going to be done on Dungeons and Drakfu, so another returning feature that will be coming back tomorrow. So you guys can look forward to that too, because we need to finish up the Cataclysm rating. We stopped at Blackwing Descent, so the next one we are going to be doing is Bastion of Twilight. And that one I'm actually going to be tackling Heroic, because holy crap, there is a Heroic-only boss. It's one of those rare times when we actually got one.
Never be worthy.
You say I'm not worthy, but then I kick your butt, and then I realize that maybe you might not be so correct on that. Nope, you don't get your crystalline resonance. Oh, come on. Keep on aggroing everything. Oh, the runestone's down there. Okay, that's why I couldn't find it. Boom.
My rune, the power of the gods.
Go ahead and kill these guys. Okay, I will grab this runestone, I guess.
Am unbound. My roots will seek the hearts of my betrayers.
There we go. So we just need one more carver. Oh, this guy was named. Crap. That was not a carver. There we go. Yeah, that's the most that I have. So back to kind of what I was answering before. Disappointment. Was I disappointed? Yeah, not as much as a lot of people might think I was. Well, I was disappointed right off the bat, but as more information unlocked, it got better. And I'm actually fairly excited for Battle for Azeroth, but these are the things I'm disappointed in, is some of those classes that I love are getting kind of unbalanced because, you know, we want to be able to give more class combinations. And it's not like I don't understand that. I was actually, and here's the other thing too, is a lot of people are speculating that we already do know what the second alliance race that's going to get Druid. And that is the fact that it keeps getting leaked and Blizzard keeps on kind of pushing this, is the fact that we're getting more and more leaks of Vulpera models. And if people don't know what Vulpera are, they are fox people. And some people have speculated that they will be the new Alliance race, is that the Vulpera will be befriended by the Alliance, and they will be able to have access to Druids. I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Because Blizzard is going out of their way to deny it.
Your footsteps fall as acorns. Stand before me, little one.
Okay, let's turn these quests in.
So many seasons have I slumbered. It is good to smell the runewood air again.
So turn the keys.
So it was your footsteps I felt upon my woods as the rune stones released their grip. You have my thanks, outsider.
Okay.
Runewood's revenge. The runewood will know peace once more, with these bone speakers removed from the land. It is a good beginning.
All right. The Dreaming Fungus.
So an outsider would seek to be judged by the ancient rulers of the Drakfu. Curious this. Know that they will not take your presence kindly, stranger.
Yeah.
If you are so hasty to meet judgment, you can call them forth with a ritual of awakening. To complete this ritual, you will require an aromatic to burn and an offering to present. A plant grows in the runewood that will make a suitable incense. Gather it, and I will instruct you further.
Okay, we need to get 8 soul caps. Oh, does he have another one? Yeah, Bjorn Harta.
The afterlife leaves the dead hungry for the delicacies of their former lives. For the Vrykul kings, none such offering is prized more than Bjornhatta, a celebratory feast of an engorged bear heart. The bears of the Runewood eat well, and have long been prized for their tender meat. Hunt them and find a suitable heart of offer to their ancient rulers. They will not be able to resist such an offering.
All right, so we need Bjorn Harta. We need 4 engorged bear hearts. Yay, this is going to get interesting. Let's go ahead and start gathering once again. And, oh, this is another question that I need to answer, but it kind of goes hand in hand with what I've been talking about. Have I tried the new allied races? No! I actually kept that back, mainly because I was working on reviews, so I had no time. But I also wanted to do it with you guys, to see them for the first time and be able to properly rate them. And in honor of the allied races, it's actually caused me to make a decision on how to approach the allied races, and also a little bit of a top 10 for Battle for Azeroth. And like I said, this got announced on a previous video, but I'm going to be doing top 10 starting zones of World of Warcraft. We're going to do 3 of them. 3 basically for one being neutral people, or race, not races, or more classes or races that start neutral. And then we're going to go into the top 10 Alliance, top 10 Horde starting zones, and give my thoughts on the starting zones as they stand via Cataclysm, roughly. So not the original vanilla starting zones. If you want to know my honest opinion, I honestly didn't like any of them. Mainly because a lot of the problems that later got fixed in Cataclysm were my problems. So, you know, starting up a brand new character around that time was not fun for me, because it was basically either I had to like the area or I wasn't going to start up the new character. Or I would trek through and do areas that I've done who knows how many times just so I could do them easy. And boom, we just got 105. And we have a new dungeon unlocked, which is the Assault on Violet Hold. Yes, the rebooted Violet Hold, which some people hated in Legion. I did not. I thought it was at least fun. There we go. More bears to kill. Oh, I better be careful. There's an Alliance settlement really close to where I am. I don't want to get killed by them. Ooh. Boat speaker rune axes. That's not what I need. I do need this soul cap. Or soul thorn. Well, give me a soul cap. There we go. Crap, what was I talking about again? Excited for Battle for Azeroth. Oh yeah, and then I'm going to be doing the top 10s and give you guys kind of my thoughts on it as they stand in Cataclysm. Because again, I don't have access to the vanilla ones, and, spoiler alert, I didn't really like the vanilla ones. They bothered the crap out of me. It's funny because I've said this numerous times. I started 2 weeks before Burning Crusade. So at that point, when Burning Crusade happened, and, you know, Alliance people who went Horde started up Blood Elves, or Horde people that went Alliance started up Draenei. I did that with friends, and for the longest time, I wouldn't start up anything other than Blood Elf, mainly because I kept on having friends that were Horde side, not Alliance. I didn't want to play with them, but leveling was a bear, so I would level up Blood Elves, because that was the only one that I could stomach. If I had to level an Alliance character, which I wasn't ever happy on doing at that time, I'd start them up, and I'd pick the race that I wanted, and then eventually move them over to Stormwind, so that I could do the human experience again, because at least I knew where everything was in the human starting experience. Boom. Okay, so here's another soul cap. So yeah, hope that answers your question. We are going to be doing some top 10s, and I actually do have some Legion top 10s in the works. They're going to happen a lot later, and it's unfortunately because a lot of the footage that I had collected for them is gone. One of my hard drives has some issues, and I lost a lot of footage. So I'm going to have to go regather a lot of that footage so that I can do those top 10s for you guys. But for example, one of them was going to be the top 10 Order Hall campaigns, and just kind of show off the Order Hall campaigns in Legion, and give my thoughts on whether or not that class got a good Order Hall experience or compared to others, or a bad one. Let's go ahead and turn these quests in.
All in good time.
Yes, we get it. Dreaming Fungus.
What did you bring?
I brought some soul caps.
Yes, these soul caps should be adequate for your ritual. Speak with me once you are ready to proceed, and I will guide you further.
Contemplate
Your heart that.
How went the hunt, outsider?
We got lots of big hearts.
These hearts are fat and bloody. The slumbering rulers will not refuse an offering of Bjornharta.
Okay, so we can get a ring or some wrists. Yeah, this is a bigger jump, so we'll go ahead and get the wrists. Let's go ahead and equip those. Boom. So now we have them. 705. Yep. And Judgment Day.
You have proven resourceful thus far, stranger. As promised, I will instruct you on the ritual of awakening. First, you must place the offer directly atop the grave of the ruler you wish to awaken. Burn the incense so its aroma wafts over the grave. If your offering is adequate, the ruler will rise, and you may ask your judgment. Take care, outsider. The dead Vrykul kings will not enjoy being awakened from their slumber.
Okay. Lay them to rest.
I would ask a favor, outsider. As you step through the graves of ancient heroes, you will no doubt come across spirits of the restless dead. Agitated by the Bone Speaker's misdeeds, they must be returned to the earth, where they are buried, so that they may be judged as well. Take this bow. It carries with it the essence of the runewood. Channel its power into a weakened spirit, and it will return to rest.
Contemplate.
There you go. Okay, so we are actually running out of time for today. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, we're going to head over to Dalaran because we just leveled 105. So we'll check and see if we have any new quests in Dalaran and also in our Order Hall. Probably not if we're still working on tracking the Tidescorn, but worth a shot. So here we are in Dalaran. Boom. Okay. All the way over. Hi, Ronan. It's been a while since I've been able to see you. There we go. And the Violet Citadel. No. Khadgar does not have anything new for us, and it's usually always Khadgar. I think a few times it's somebody else, but the only exclamation point we can see in there is Khadgar at the moment, so it's not him. Okay, on our way over to the Wandering Isle. Whew. This has actually been really helpful experience. We've been able to get a little bit more done into the Stormheim quest line, and I can't even think of any bonus quests that you could do on Horde. So yeah, the rest is going to be, we're going to finish up the achievement Vrykul Story Bro, which is the storyline for Stormheim. Okay, no quest from Iron Body Ponshu. No. Not seeing any. So, yep, it's probably because we're locked off. And we've got another 12 minutes before the next Tracking the Tidescorn hit. So, that's actually going to go ahead and do it for this episode. So when we come back on Wednesday, we will resume our questing in Stormheim, hopefully finish up that storyline so we can move on into the rest of the Broken Isles. We'll see you guys then.